a blistering start, and the crowd here at the Bukom Boxing Arena are in full voice as Dogboe attacks from the onset. He's exerting a lot of energy with a left and then a right. Both fighters throwing combinations. Juarez at the receiving end of left hooks coming from Dogboe to the body and then to the jaw. So it's a lightning quick start by Dogboe as he goes in to work on the body of the Mexican. Left-right combinations, but the Mexican boxer is very well wrapped at this moment, and none of Dogboe's shots have actually found his head. It's a very quick start, Prince, isn't it?
Positively, it is a good start for Dogboe. Technically, I think he opened up a bit too early. He is fighting against a tough, rugged Mexican. And you read his resume. You know where he's been before. These are not the things that will scare Le Corazon, as he is called. These are not the steps that a boxer should take against a potential world champion. But obviously, Isaac Dogboe knows what he is about. He's listening to his corners. Maybe an open, explosive first round would settle his nerves to do the job in the latter round.
That's exactly what he's doing. Throwing in hooks, working the body of Juarez. And Juarez is also counter-punching with some big shots to the body of Isaac Dogboe. That's a lovely left hook by Dogboe. It caught Juarez flash on the left side of his jaw. And he follows that up with stinging punches to the body and to the head as he tries with combinations to take out the Mexican in these early stages. Dogboe in the all-white trunk against the Mexican Cesar Juarez in the Mexican colors, red, white, and green. Corazon, he calls himself, hat. Against Ghana's Royal Storm for the WBO Super Bantamweight interim title. Dogboe has made a lightning start, and both fighters are making their hands go as they exchange punches. Dogboe slightly ahead. He's landed more punches. Juarez seems a bit jolted by the lightning quick start made by the Ghanaian. And at the end of an entertaining and action-packed round one, I still have with me here Frederick Lawson, who at one point was one step away from winning the world title at world welterweight level. What do you make of the start by Dogboe? He started very quickly with a lot of energy.
Well, Dogboe started very good. I like the start he started. But I hope he continues the next round to next level, because you know these Mexicans are kind of they got this power pack in their body. They can breathe. They got this altitude training, so they're okay with the weather. But you know what? Dogboe has a good beginning, and I hope he take it to the end. And I know Dogboe can do that. So let's hope for the better.
Well, Frederick Lawson is saying let's hope for the better. I can tell you though that in the last few fights that Juarez has been involved in, he started very slowly and eventually he builds momentum and brings the fight to the opponent. He likes to stalk the opponent in the ring. Against Nonito Donaire, the fight really exploded into action in the latter stages. Against Alberto Pelgara, the fight really exploded in the latter stages. So it's still early days yet. And typical of the fighting style of Juarez, he stops and he keeps coming. A bit flat-footed, a bit slow, a bit predictable, but he's not the sort of fighter who steps backwards. He just keeps coming and he keeps coming.
From the fights that he's fought and the kind of fight record he has, he knows what he's about in the ring. I was just explaining to a few of the guys back here that to fight against a Mexican and to open up that early, it means you have a strategy to finish the fight off early, because he has got the staying power. He is coming from a rich family of Mexican boxers. You understand? Julio Cesar Juarez has been there before. Saul Canelo Alvarez has been there before. Marco Antonio Barrera has been there before. These are quality fighters from Mexico. So obviously, the plan is to open up quick, which he has done. Let's see how the Mexican will flow in his steps so that Dogboe can take the opportunity. I'm looking forward.
Oh, he's down.
There you go.
Juarez is down. Juarez is down. And he's back on his feet. Juarez went in with a combination shot against Dogboe with a left and then a right. And then he got hot flash with a counter punch by Dogboe. And Dogboe goes in for the kill. The Ghanaian can smell blood, and he wants to finish this. But Juarez is a tough cookie. Against Nonito Donaire, he was dropped to the canvas 2 times, and he came back to take the fight to the distance. So this fight is by no means finished. Dogboe goes in for the kill, and he takes, is becoming a slugfest in the corner. Dogboe to the body, to the head with a left, and then a right, and then a left hook. Left, stiff jab, and then a right hook. Juarez still on his feet. Dogboe to the body, and then a hook. Combinations coming from Dogboe. That left, and then a right. Juarez trying to fight back. Dogboe with a right, and then a left, and then another left, and then another right. Juarez barely standing on his feet. Dogboe sensing blood. The Mexican is trying to fight back. Dogboe goes in for the kill with another left, and then another right. He can sense blood, and he's trying to finish it. Juarez remains on his feet. He's got quite a chin. Not very good defenses, but he's got a strong chin. And he stayed on his feet for the rest of the round as we enter the final 10 seconds of the round. A good left finds the face of Dogboe. Dogboe comes in with a left. What a round! And the Bukom Boxing Arena is bouncing. I can feel the ground shaking beneath my feet. The fans are enjoying this. And Isaac Dogboe is delivering a momentous fighting experience to those who have gathered here tonight. Now let's go back again and see that knockdown. Juarez came in, and then Dogboe with a left counter punch sent him sprawling to the ground. And here's the punch that found him straight to the jaw. It was a left hook.
Pepper left hook. That's a pepper left hook at the right time and the right place. No, it's a good hook from Dogboe. Pepper left hook at the right time and the right place.
Dogboe swiftly turning defense into attack. He was the one under attack. Cesar Juarez with a left and a right combination. Dogboe spotting the gap with a left hook. He finds the jaw, and his man is on his mouth.
And that's the flaw I was looking for. As soon as he opened up big in the first round, I knew that he was going to make the Mexican commit mistakes. The mistakes have started coming. He's been able to spot one opening, and the left hook did the trick. Let's see what the other rounds have to offer. But let's not be carried away. The Mexican is a true fighter. He is collecting the punches as they come, and he's returning them if he can.
Dogboe is going for broke at this moment. Starting round 3 just as we started the 2 previous rounds. But mind you, he's exerting a lot of energy. Against Pablo Chacon last year, it took on a similar style, but as the middle rounds came, Chacon grew stronger until he quit. But here's Dogboe again, pounding with a left and a right and a left and a right combination. Dogboe with the hooks and the uppercuts, swinging furiously like a man possessed. He looks like he wants to finish this fight. He doesn't want this fight to travel the distance. But I can tell you that Cesar Juarez has got a tough chin and loves to stay on his feet, take the punishment, and grow stronger in the fight. Dogboe, he seems to have expended some energy. He's bouncing and pivoting himself on his heels as Juarez comes. Juarez's style is to keep stalking his opponent and keep coming. He doesn't know how to retreat when he's fighting. As he comes with some body shots to the left midriff of Dogboe. Dogboe returning fire with fire. Juarez comes. He tries an overhand. It doesn't land. He tries some body punches, and Dogboe returns it in kind, and then goes for the head of Juarez. Dogboe finding the head with his hooks. A big right and a big left from Juarez. Dogboe with a big left. He couldn't follow it up. Juarez punching away to the body. He's working downtown. Throwing punches, wild punches I have to say. Dogboe with a right overhand. And Juarez with a double combination against Dogboe. This is being fought at an amazing pace. as we enter the final 40 seconds. Dogboe seems a bit knackered, but he throws a good left, which lands. Dogboe with another left and a right. A big right, I have to say. Juarez, he seems a bit disorientated at the moment as Dogboe goes in with a right. Dogboe using the angles and throwing the hooks. At the moment, Juarez is swinging quite wildly. And you can see from the background, this fight is completely absorbing all the VIPs with their eyes on the action. As round 3 comes to an end. I still have with me here Lawson Frederick, former welterweight #1 contender. And what do you make of that round? This one was a bit more even than the previous round.
Exactly, but I think what I correct is, I think Dogboe to take his time. You know, Suarez is weak at the downtown. You just go downtown and step inside and fight to him. Carry the fight. Dogboe carry the fight to him rather. He's going to give a early knockout for this round, the next round coming up. Dogboe should fight to him. He's going to tie him down.
It's pound for pound boxing at its finest, Prince. Juarez swinging very, very wildly, but Dogboe seems to be finding his range and seems to be finding his target with the hooks that he's unloading and a big right.
It seems to be working for Dogboe at this stage. I don't know about pound for pound in the world, but at least they're trading the punches, and it looks like it's a give and take affair for now. But the Mexican has shown that he's tough. He's strong in the midsection. He comes out fighting strong, and he takes everything that you give to him.
Well, here we go with round 4 of this WBO Super Bantamweight interim title fight between Isaac Dogboe of Ghana and Cesar Juarez of Mexico. Outscored the last 3 rounds in favor of the Ghanaian, but it's been a battle of attrition. No punches pulled. They are letting their hands go. And this is what the fans love. Dogboe being stopped again by Juarez. The Mexican will keep coming. And Dogboe working downtown, throwing punches to the body, working downtown, and then switching very quickly to some headshots with his left jab. Here he goes, left jab, and a big right from Isaac Dogboe of Ghana. Juarez still coming. He tries the body shots. He has Dogboe in the corner, but Dogboe quickly spins himself out of trouble and comes into the middle of the ring. Referee Weeks spots a foreign material on the canvas, and he quickly throws it out. Dogboe. And the more Juarez swings, the more he leaves himself open, and he makes mistakes.
Exactly, he always makes mistakes and leaving the downtown open. And that's the opportunity for Dogboe to just step in for that. And I think gradually, Dogboe is going to wear him down.
Well, Dogboe, the idea being to wear him down by working him downstairs with the body shots. And the Mexican seems a bit discombobulated at the moment. The fight has been at a frenetic pace. Good shots, big left and right by Dogboe. That combination rocks the Mexican, but he will come forward. Juarez, slow, predictable, but a warrior at heart. He doesn't know when to say enough is enough. And he keeps coming. And Dogboe exploiting his mistakes. Because as he lets his hand go, he exposes himself. And Dogboe taking shots left, right, and another left to the head. Another left-right combination to the head. Juarez with combinations of his own to Dogboe's head. This is a tough fight for the Ghanaian. Dogboe. Again, another big right. And then a jab. And then an uppercut. Juarez trying to fight back, but he's only opening himself to big punches from Dogboe. Here we go. Dogboe trying to finish the round with a plumb. He's in the corner. Juarez trying to pin him with a couple of shots and a couple of combinations. But Dogboe gets himself out of trouble. Juarez, you can see the Mexico tiring already. He's got specks of blood on his face. And you can tell that he's picked up a cut. I'm not sure which part of his face yet that cut is. Oh, that's an excellent uppercut to end round 4. Another Dogboe round for me. And Dogboe, as it stands now, is on his way to winning this interim title.
I do hope that he's sincerely on his way to win the title, because over the first 4 rounds, it's been a tough encounter. The Mexican has shown that he will stand on his feet, come what may. That first knockdown by Dogboe, a lucky punch for him with a left hook, sent his opponent Juarez to the canvas. But after that, you have noticed that he's kept his cool. He's sucking in the pressure from Dogboe. Dogboe seems to be tiring out a little bit at this stage. I would wish that a lot more concentration work on the body would suffice.
Frederick Lawson, we've seen the round 4, now we are moving to the round 5. Is Dogboe doing what you expect him to do?
He's doing what I expect him to do, but I want him to do more, because he can't wait for the whole night for him to start the fight to him. I want Dogboe to fight in now. Dogboe is doing a good fighting, but I want him to attack a little bit. It's always defending. You know, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad though. It's good, but I want him just switch it a little bit to try, because Dogboe can do something better when he attacks and go downtown.
And we go to round 5 of this WBO Super Bantamweight interim title fight between Ghana's Isaac Dogboe and Cesar Juarez of Mexico. It's been a festive dishing out of punches between the two fighters. Dogboe making use of his opportunities. Juarez fighting back in round 5. Volumes of punches being thrown here. Dogboe with a straight right, straight into the face of Juarez. Juarez trying to protect himself, and then he leaves himself open for another right hook, and then a stiff left straight into his face. Dogboe finding joy whenever he swings, because the Mexican is making too many mistakes as he swings and tries to attack. His defenses are suspect, Cesar Juarez. And Dogboe almost slips there, but he manages to find his feet. Cesar Juarez receives a stinging right from Dogboe, and he's bleeding from the nose already in this 5th round of a scheduled 12-round encounter for the WBO Super Bantamweight interim title. Dogboe and Juarez stalking Dogboe, trying to pin him to the corner. The Ghanaian doing excellent work counter boxing and turning his disadvantage in the corner into an advantage. That's a lovely right, straight, landing on the side of the face of Juarez. Juarez again tries to find a combination against the Ghanaian, and the Ghanaian quickly moves out of trouble and clinches Juarez to break up the Mexican's momentum. And the Mexican is cautioned. Oh, that's an excellent left hook, and Juarez is down. Juarez is down. Excellent left hook. Tony Wick has stopped the fight. It's over here at the Booker Boxing Arena. It's over. It's over. Juarez cannot continue. It's over. It's over. It's over. What a night for Ghana boxing, and what a night for Isaac Dogboe, the Royal Storm. That left hook came out of nowhere. Cesar Juarez never saw that coming. It dropped him. He's not able to continue. His eyes are glazed. His nostrils are oozing blood. The Royal Storm, Isaac Dogboe, has done it again in front of his partisan home crowd. He has beaten Cesar Juarez and is a new WBO Super Bantamweight interim world champion. But let's just see how it went down, and let's just rewind it. Juarez attacking again, pushing Dogboe to the corner. Dogboe very smartly clinches, and he manages to weather the storm. The referee warns the Mexican, and then they are left to engage again. The Mexican, as usual, comes forward, and Dogboe with that left hook withstand him. Amazing punching power,
man. Because you know what? And Dogboe just set him up. He set him up with a jab and the weak punches, calling him in. He was just walking in, so automatically he stepped into the right punch, and that was it. That punch was a great punch at the same time, and a good target.
What a night of boxing for Ghana.
Impressive.
6th round.
Impressive.
Technical knockout.
Impressive.
Isaac Dogboe.
You did say it. We're going to have our youngest world champion yet. He has proved the skeptics wrong by going out explosively in the first round. He has capped it all with a knockout of the fight. The evening has been good for Ghana boxing. The evening has been good for WBO boxing. The evening has been good for Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe. He did indicate that he will have the world title round his waist. He definitely has done that. He pays homage to the ARS, and there you have a proud world WBO interim super bantamweight champion.
Well, Isaac Dogboe is on his way to big things. But generally, how do you rate this performance? I mean, you've seen some of your colleagues fight. You have even sparred Frederick Lawson with Manny Pacquiao before. How will you rate this performance from Isaac Dogboe?
It's good. It's good. It's just perfect. This is a nice performance I've never seen in a long time in Ghana. This is one of the good performances I've seen in one of Ghana boxing history today. You got me right? Because, you know, it's a long time I saw this kind of performance in Ghana history of boxing. And it's a very good performance. I'm glad I saw this tonight.
Do you think referee Tony Weeks stopped the fight at the right time? Because Juarez seemed like he wanted to fight, but the eyes were glazed and it didn't look like he could continue.
Not at all. His eyes is off. He is not ready for it at all. He wasn't ready for it at all. He wasn't ready for that punch at all. But you know, the punch was the right time and the right place. So
now, ladies and gentlemen,
we walked through the slow motion again, and that was the punch that sent him down. He went down completely. He was completely caught off guard, and that was the mistake Isaac Dogboe was looking for. He stood on his feet, and then he staggered. 2 minutes. He said he could fight. But let me ask you this. How easy or difficult is it for lawyers to cry?
Why did you say that?
Because Juarez is a lawyer.
Oh, yes.
He is a lawyer, and he has a master's in criminal psychology.
I see.
He is fighting against an opponent who is also a degree holder. So you can see that they had similarities both on and off the boxing ring. There we have our world WBO interim super bantamweight champion of the world, Isaac the Royal Storm Dogboe.
Well, there you have it. And we are going to go over to the ring announcer, Amin Lamte, to speak to the new WBO super bantamweight interim world champion.
God is great. God is great. God is great.
So now, Isaac, now how do you feel?
You know, I am very, very thankful. I'm very, very thankful to the Almighty God, you know, for giving me this victory. You know, like I said before, all my battles belong to the Lord. It's God that fights my battles for me. It's not by my own strength, but by the power of the Almighty God. I feel great, you know, but as you all know, we still got bills to pay.
Very well. Now, it seems like you want to stop him from the word go in round one. Why did you want to stop him instead of going through the rounds?
You know, like I said in my interviews, right? I said sometimes the only way to defend is to attack. The only way to suppress your enemy is to go at him and let him feel that you are stronger than he is, and eventually he's gonna break down. But I want to say a big thank you to everyone that came out. You know, we did it for the nation. It's one people. Hello. I have great Ambassador, His Excellency Ian Walker. He's here, and Israeli's ambassador. I want to say a big thank you to the President of Ghana, President Nana Akufo-Addo. You know, all the ex-presidents. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that came out here. You know, my uncle, the former, and Azuma Nelson, you know, Alaji Inusa, you know, all of our sponsors, Kempinski Hotel, you know, Mercedes, Silver Star Auto, Mercedes, Resort, and all of our other sponsors, Koshiga Group, Koshiga Group, engineers and planners, everyone that supports the team Dogboe. I want to say a big thank you to you. And the Honorable Mustafa Ahmed, you know, this man here, look, I don't know how to describe him. You know, we are back to the, he's the one that created Ghana boxing is back to the old glory days. So, Alhaji, thank you so much. Alhaji Inusa, thank you so much. Azuma Nelson, thank you so much. Akote, thank you so much. Dr. Lawrence Tete, thank you so much. You know, not forgetting my own uncle, Prophet Dogboe, over in the Royal House, the entire Royal Badu family house. They came here and led me into the ring. Look, I want to say a big thank you to all of you, the President of Ghana, my one Kim, my father, Paul Kofi Dogboe. You know, he's a man behind all this. It is not by my strength, by a collective effort of all of my team.
Isaac, now, Jesse is built to fight on March 10th. Now you are the winner. You are to meet.
Jesse Magdaleno, I'm coming for you, baby. I am coming for you, baby, Jesse Magdaleno. Look, I know you're gonna run, but guess what? The lion is here. The lion is around. The warrior of Africa, the powerful pound king, the first pay-per-view star about to come off Africa. Thank you, Ghana.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, that's Isaac Dogboe. Ladies and gentlemen,
The red hot Isaac Dogboe. And we can watch this all night long. That left hook, we can watch it all night long. It was perfection.
It was a strategy that worked to perfection. Kudos to his team, ably led by his dad and coach Paul Dogboe. He has worked extremely hard on his son to ensure that he has seen this day. And also to the Rising Star Promotions. Because I mean, they had to fish out 117, almost $120,000 to bring this world title fight home to Ghana. They did it within 72 hours and it has yielded dividends.
Hey, look, I don't know about the marriage between prize fighting and religion, but I can see several prominent men of God, and indeed the whole ARS church supporting their fighter tonight. And what a way to open 2018. Well, what this means is that Dogboe's next opponent will be Jesse Magdaleno of the United States of